Hi guys, it's Paula from PSE and Creations. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Today's a craft along, so let's craft along. I want to work on this Frosty the Snowman little golden book, make it into a Christmas or a winter, I guess. It's not necessarily Christmas, junk journal. So we're going to start from the beginning. So we're going to get as much as I can get done in about half an hour, and then we will move on. I may finish the whole journal with you guys on other videos, or I may come back and just do a flip through, just depending on timing, because I'm trying to get these done and out, or done and available, I should say. I shouldn't say out because nobody has asked for this. But if you are interested in this one, send me a message or chat with me on my website, www.pseandcreations.com, if you're interested in this little golden book junk journal that I'll be making. Okay, anyhow, okay, little golden book. You've seen a million and one ways of taking it apart. I keep the spine, so because I keep the spine, I will be trying to take off the staples. Wow, this one, I can't even feel the staple on this one. As gingerly as possible. Everybody has their own way. This is just how I do it. I'm not saying it's the right way. Again, it's just how I do it. So I'm just cutting off a little bit just so I can get, and honestly, I use whatever tools I have available to me. This one's a little bit harder. I can't necessarily see. Sorry, I know I'm off camera here. Let me see if I actually put glasses on, if that helps me see it a little better, because I am struggling here. Oh, here it is. Okay. And again, this might not be the ideal way to do it. This is just how I do it. So here you can see maybe that I lifted the staples. So you can see the staples there. I'll do the same over here. This one's all the way over here. Okay, so here's this one. Sorry. You can see the staples. Okay, so now I'm going to gingerly just pull the back cover apart. And I say gingerly because depending on the wear and tear or the age, maybe I think it's just the wear and tear of the book. If it was loved, then you know, like the spine itself or the back cover, something can rip off. Okay, so we have the back off. Now we're going to take the pages out. Now I've already numbered my pages. Remember to number your pages, especially, remember to number your pages if you're going to keep the story in order. I am going to keep the story in order, therefore I numbered my pages. Okay. Now, here's a few things. I've seen videos where people are like, well, now here, why worry about taking the staples out from the other side, right? Why just not, clip them off? I like to take them out. So what I do is I actually push down, and make sure that you're pushing down on something that's not going to get damaged. I have a self-healing mat here, so that's why I push down on it comfortably. Okay, that's it. And then I'm just going to pull. Here you can see. And I know you're probably like, well, gosh, sorry about that. You're probably thinking, well, Paula, you damaged the spine. I mean, the golden foil. Yeah. I can glue it down though. I'm okay. And I have pliers, but I'm just using my scissors to pull the staple out. Oh, geez. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay. So I have my staples out. Is there an easier process? Maybe. Is this the process that I follow every single time? Yes. Now I'm just going to take some art glitter glue and I'm just going to glue down those spots as much as I can. My spines usually get covered with a lace because I still like to show the golden spine, but I also like to cover where I sewed it in. So because I do the 3 pamphlet stitch. So I have where I add a little bit of lace. So it's like the best of both worlds. Excuse me. And as with everything, I don't know why, but I find that this does help. Okay. So here I just want to show you where we fixed. And that's it. We have our pages out. That took us about 5 minutes. Okay, and now we will have a new spine. Now, let's continue with this. I like to do... Oh, where's my masking tape? Oh, I like to add a little bit of masking tape to the spine. I usually cover my spines with a strip of fabric anyways on the inside, so you can add some cardstock. You can add, or not cardstock, I'm sorry, like a chipboard to give it more stability as well. This masking tape, I'm pretty sure I just picked up at the Dollar Tree at some point. It works well for what I need it to work for. If you're looking for a truly if you're looking for a truly stable or stiff, maybe is the word I'm looking for, spine, then you should definitely do like a chipboard or something to that extent. If you're just looking for some stability, but a little bit more flexibleness, I like the flexibleness to see that instead of having it like rigid like this, I actually like that it's a little bit like this, right? So, and like I said, I will have a layer of fabric on here as well. It's what I usually do. And my fabric usually does come out to about here. So I'm okay putting the tape all the way out to this area here, because it should be covered by the fabric. I guess I do like a 2-inch fabric maybe. The spine ends up being like 1.25 inches. So enough for 2 signatures. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we have a little bit of stability there, right? We have our cover ready to go. Now we all know that once you take it off, and you use the same spine, your papers are too long. So this is what I've been doing. You do not need a scoreboard, but if you have one, use it. I guess it is what I'm saying. Before I actually go into that, I've noticed that I don't like my journals to be too I don't know how to say. I don't want it to be too close to the top or the bottom. I like there to be a little bit of a gap. And I've noticed that there is not much of a gap if I leave the length the way it is. So before I separate I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the top or the bottom. I mean, you can do wherever you want. I'm just choosing to do the top. I'm doing maybe, I don't even know what this would be considered that I just cut off. It's not a sliver. It's just a little bit more than a sliver. I don't know. There's just something about it that I like to have where it's just wanted to clean it up a little bit. I may cut off a little bit at the bottom too. Yeah. So in total, I want it to be 7 3/4 in height. Okay. I don't know why the difficulties of this sometimes. Maybe I need a new blade. I don't know. You guys, what do you think? Okay. All right, let me cut this one as well really quick, really quickie. Oh, that's a big sliver at the top. All right, well, that's fine. Again, I want it to be 7 3/4, so I'm not sure if I get very little at the bottom. Oh, I think it's because I'm trying to be so gingerly, and it's actually throwing me off. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that madness. Ugh, look at that. That's horrible. Okay. Anyhow, we all make mistakes. We just correct them sometimes without people knowing. Okay, let's go back to the scoring. So I'm going to score. By the way, I learned that this thing comes off probably about 2 weeks ago. I've had this scoreboard / cutter for I don't know how many years. And I just learned that this little piece comes off so that you can butt it against so you have a better score line. Here's another reminder. Make sure that you are, my gosh, numbering your pages before you take them apart. I just finished a Little Mermaid journal, and I don't know what I did. I know that I numbered the pages, but I must have missed some pages because they weren't all numbered. So then I had to read through the story and make sure that it was in the right order. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it at 6 7/8. 6 7/8, scoring at the fold, on the fold side. So on the fold side, right? 6 7/8. That's where I'm scoring. I'm going to do every page like that, okay? Oh my gosh, guys, 5 7/8. Sorry, 5 7/8. We're just going to take the bone folder and just do a good little bone fold. Now, why I do this? So that I can keep the story in reading order. If you're not interested in keeping the story pages in order without having to, there's other methods for sure. This is just the method that I'm following. In order to keep the story in order. Okay, so now we're just going to go in with some glue of your choice. And I'm just going to glue closest to the seam, because I will cut off some of the little tab. So this little tab right here, I will cut some of it off. This one doesn't seem to have like creased proper. I mean, like folded prop. I don't know. This one just seems off. Maybe not. Maybe it's all in my mind. Oh, not following my own rule. Okay, that's it. We have our pages. So now we're just going to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is the second signature. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 signatures. We're going to add more papers. We are going to, we're also going to add, so here's one thing that I saw from another YouTuber. And the way that she did it was, instead of completely cutting this flap off and then like leaving a little bit and then gluing that little bit to, you know, to like the page right here, I'm going to cut a little bit of this off and then I'm going to add pages to it. So that is so that there's extra pages in here. So let's go through one. I will do one with you guys, and then so that you know what I'm talking about. So first I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this flap. I'm probably going to cut half of it off because I just need enough to be able to sew or glue my page. Okay, so you can see here, I still have the flap, right? The pages is together, right? We made a new little fold, crease, whatever you want to call to it. We're going to make this one simple. Excuse me. I'm just going to use a piece of blue dyed paper that I picked up from an Etsy shop years ago. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece of paper onto the flap. And then I'm going to go and sew it, right? But you don't have to sew it. I just am choosing to sew. Sorry, I sneezed. So of course now I'm going to have the sniffles. So I'm going to take my art glitter glue. I'm not going to put too much on because again, I'm choosing to sew. I'm going to line it up either at the top or the bottom. I'm going to have excess. I know I am. I will cut that off afterwards. But right now, I just want to line it up. Make sure it still folds. So I don't want it to be all the way to the crease. Leave a little bit of a gap so the page doesn't, buckle. Excuse me. Okay. So now we have it attached there, right? Okay. We have a little bit of excess at the bottom. Oh, sorry, you can't see that, but a little bit of excess at the bottom. That's okay. We're going to cut that off. Okay. So now we're just going to flip it over. Now I know that this page, if I fold it, is not as thick as this, which width-wise, right? So I know I don't have to cut anything off of this so that it's aligned with the main book page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold here. I'm going to bring it to where I think is the right place. And I'm going to make sure that it's even at the top. And then I'm just going to crease it over here. I'm going to go ahead and glue. Again, not a lot because I'm going to sew. Just enough to have it hold. Okay. Now I'm going to cut off that excess, right? Because I don't want anything hanging. You can leave it hanging if that's how you like it. I don't want anything hanging. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go sew, right? You don't have to sew, okay? I want to reiterate that. I am just going to sew right here, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, all done. So now I've secured this page on to that little flap, and if we put it in our signature, right, this is our first signature. Okay, we have the story, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, 6, and 7. So this would be the middle of the signature, right? And then we move into, oh, we have an extra page. Cool. Or a pocket, right? I left it open at the top. It can be a pocket if you want to, plus a little writing spot. Or you can just glue it. And this is great if you have lightweight cardstock or scrapbook paper that it's single-sided, because you cover the white on the inside and your design will be on the outside. And then the story will continue on, right? So we have here, we had page 8. Now we have page 9. And then here's another flap, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add another either pocket or something to this, and then it will just continue on. So anyways, that's it for my craft and with me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I gave you an idea maybe that you have not seen. Again, I did not come up with this. I saw someone else on YouTube, and for the life of me, I can never remember her video or her name of her channel. I'm going to look it up, but her video was from like a year or 2 ago, I think it was. Maybe it was 2 years ago. But I had not seen anybody else do it. She was the first one that I ever saw do it. Not to say that nobody else is doing it. I'm just saying that's what I've come across. So again, thanks guys so much. I hope you enjoy and have a fabulous rest of your day. Or if you're just starting, I hope you have an amazing day. Talk to you later. Bye.